Good afternoon, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this afternoon, Ridge Bend residents claim leaking pipes ignored until fatal St. Bess accident. The long-standing issue of a leaking pipe would not have been dealt with, according to residents of Ridge Bend, St. Elizabeth, if it weren't for the death of a man who is thought to have drowned in a pothole filled with water. Venroy Bigger Blackwood was riding his bicycle on October 4 around 10 p.m. when he fell into a larger pothole that was full of water. His body was found face down. A photograph that has been circulating on social media shows the 58-year-old cement block maker who works in Parati with a bag on his back and his bicycle close to his body. According to residents, Blackwood was inebriated. It is further believed that he drowned in the water-filled pothole. In an interview with the news last Thursday, a family member of Blackwood, who asked not to be named, said there are roughly 3 larger potholes along the roadway, 2 of which was worsened and filled with water because of a National Water Commission pipe leak. The residents informed the news that the NWC came to fix the leaking pipes last Monday. If him never did so, them wouldn't fix it, the family member said, further adding that if him face never down in the water, maybe he would have been alive today. Other residents have also voiced similar sentiments. The family member stated that the pipe had been leaking for approximately a year. National Water Commission pass a 3-4 times every day and them no fix it, she continued, noting that they had various opportunities to fix the pipes over the past months prior to the incident. Residents recalled a separate incident that happened about 2 years prior involving a man who was allegedly not familiar with the roadway. While riding a motorcycle, the locals said he rode into the pothole, lost the control of his motorbike, and was thrown into a ditch, breaking his neck. Nothing came of the incident, they claimed, because it was not covered by the media. The whole of the road turned bad, one resident cried. When contacted for comment, Delano Williams, acting corporate public relations manager at the NWC, told the news that the utility company was saddened to have learned of the incident involving Blackwood and offered its condolences to his family and friends. While we await any official investigations being undertaken, the NWC will also seek to conduct its own checks, Williams said. Given that these investigations are now ongoing, we are unable to make any further comment on this matter at this time. Meanwhile, contrary to police reports, Derek Sangster, Jamaica Labour Party councillor for the Mountainside Division, who spoke with the news following the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation monthly meeting last Thursday, claimed that the Blackwood incident actually happened in Ewers Lane, Williamsfield, and not Ridge Bend. He said the road, which is under the management of the municipal corporation, has not yet been fixed but will be addressed in due course. He continued that the last he heard about the matter was that the police were awaiting a post-mortem to determine the cause of Blackwood's death. Further than that, I really don't know anything, Sangster said, adding that he had been in touch with the family. However, the family member who spoke with the news denied this and claimed that neither Floyd Green, Member of Parliament for Southwest St. Elizabeth, nor Sangster had visited the area or contacted them. It's unfortunate that it happened, and we are upset that he died under the circumstances, Sangster said, stating that he believed that residents have calmed down. Portmore Deputy Mayor raises alarm over Mangrove dumping. Deputy Mayor of Portmore, Alric Campbell, has expressed a grave concern over ongoing environmental degradation caused by land reclamation activities involving the filling of mangroves in certain parts of the city. Speaking at the municipal's general meeting last week, Campbell specifically pointed to dumping occurring along Fort Augustus Drive. I am primarily concerned about the dumping of mangroves along Fort Augustus Drive, an area known to us as Back Road, Campbell stated. Persons for various reasons, including to extend the perimeters of their properties, continue to dump in prohibited areas. He went on to explain that this reckless behavior has far-reaching consequences affecting both the environment and the nearby communities. This is having a negative effect on the retention of the mangroves, which is vital for the ecosystem, and also on neighboring communities, such as West Bay and Edgewater, going all the way to the Portmore Mall area, Campbell added. The destruction of mangroves, which serve as the natural buffers against the flooding and to support the local ecosystem, is of particular concern. Evidence of mangrove reclamation is having a debilitating effect on the ecosystems that are there, so we are looking for the National Environment and Planning Agency to step in at this stage, the deputy mayor said. Campbell also highlighted another growing issue, the extension of properties towards the sea. Likewise, on the side to the sea, persons continue to pour concrete to extend, taking away the shoreline in these cases, he said, pointing to the increased risk of flooding. The potential for flooding has increased, with recent rains bringing home this reality, where flooding was observed in areas that never flooded before. In response, NEPA's local planning branch manager, Stephanie Linton Shields, who was present at the meeting, assured the council that the agency is aware of the issue. She noted that NEPA's mandate covers the areas of concern raised by the deputy mayor. However, she deferred to the agency's chief executive officer, Leonard Francis, who has been invited to speak more directly on the matter at the next planning meeting scheduled ahead of next month's general session. Fisher calls for Black River Mayor to be more vocal in making demands of JPS. Everton Fisher, a former mayor of Black River, has pressed Councillor Richard Solomon, the chairman of the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation under the current mayor, to apply stricter pressures in his correspondence with the Jamaica Public Service to ensure that residents are better served. The municipal corporation has been battling with JPS for months over a request for the power company to install 400 much-needed streetlights across the parish. I've been on record year after year as an antagonist to JPS for about 6 years. I have been targeting JPS, Fisher, councillor for the Balaclava division, said during the monthly sitting of the municipal corporation last Thursday, continuing that he believes that the power company has taken the council for granted. Fisher urged Solomon to crack the whip, further stating that he was, however, understanding that the mayor would not be in any position to drape them up to do things they are supposed to do. In an impassioned plea, Fisher stated, "Chairman, you have to make a noise sometime. You have to let your voice be heard. JPS is not living up to the expectation, and I know you're going to say if Darrell Vaza can't do it, you can't do it. But Chairman, I beg you, let your voice be heard. JPS need to behave better." In response, Solomon stated that he would not take the more abrasive approach. The reality is that, as many people know, empty barrels make a lot of noise, and sometimes we don't get much result. My approach is sort of different. I believe in partnership. I believe in having them at the table so that we can have the discussion, he said. You see, sometimes we take an abrasive approach, and what it does is allow them to stay away from the process, as you just alluded to, he continued. However, Fisher pointed out that numerous council meetings have been held in which JPS has not attended. This, he expressed, was a telling sign of their attitude towards the municipal corporation. Councillors have grown frustrated that requests made to the office have not been addressed. Leighton Smith, councillor for the Marysville division, stated, "For too long, we have been making reports to JPS about some serious issues, and they acknowledge the report, but yet still no solution to the problem." While referring to a situation that he believed might soon become tragic, Smith explained that in the district of New Building, there is a light pole that holds a street lamp on it that has been broken since the passage of Hurricane Beryl. He stated that its wires are connected to the home of a woman and that it was on the verge of breaking off. Smith continued that he has visited the site and has taken pictures and has submitted them to JPS, which responded that it would send someone to investigate it. Not even 15 minutes ago, I've been called by a citizen who said that a fire has been gushing from the wire that goes to her house, and I'm sorry to know that it seems as if JPS is waiting on something to drastically happen before they take care of that pole, and over we have been doing some of these reports and nothing is being done, he said. In September, the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation reported that 400 applications that were made in 2021 to the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development have yet to be honored. At the time, Setoni Holness, counsel for the Junction Division, had stated that the corporation had been lobbying for streetlights for over 5 years and was unsuccessful. He recommended that the Ministry of Local Government be contacted on the matter, adding that a lot of streetlights were damaged during the passage of Hurricane Beryl and that this could form as a basis for the request. With the request made for the 400 streetlights still pending, Acting Chief Executive Officer Errol Liebert stated that while the municipal corporation has grown to seek additional lighting beyond the 400 that were first requested, it would be prudent to hold off on making a second request until the first has been addressed. A lot of them has been falling apart and a lot of them have been totally destroyed and would need to be drastically upgraded, another councillor said. Guys, thank you for watching. See you this evening at 6 p.m. for another news update.